In the new system, TPAs will be able to request access to an employer. Access will not be granted until the request is approved by the employer. In this video, we will review how a TPA can request access to an employer. As a reminder, all data in this video is fake and was created for the purpose of this demonstration. We are currently logged in as a TPA. When a TPA first logs in, a list of all employers they have access to is displayed. To request access to a new employer, the TPA must indicate that they want to work with their own account. We're logged in as the TPA Pay Managers, so we will click the Pay Managers hyperlink. When we do so, we are brought to a summary screen for the third-party administrator account. If this particular TPA also filed wages in Massachusetts, additional information would display here. In order to view additional options available to this particular TPA, we will go ahead and click the View More Actions hyperlink on the Third-Party Services panel. When we do so, additional actions that can be taken by the TPA are displayed. On the Employer Access panel, there is the option to request access to an employer account or upload a power of attorney form. Today, we will click the Request Access to an Employer Account hyperlink. This particular request will generate a notice for the employer to let them know there is a request that requires their review. The employer can then either approve or deny the access. In the Request Third-Party Access request, the first step indicates what information we'll need to proceed. All we'll need is the employer account number for the employer that we want to request access from. We'll click the Next button. In the next step, we must key in the EAN. The system will verify that it is a valid EAN. I'll enter one in now. After entering in the EAN, we'll go ahead and click the Next button. Next, we must specify the type of access we need as the TPA. We need access to the employer account to file wage reports and make payments, so we will select this checkbox. Underneath the table, there is a question asking, do you need access to perform benefit charge protests or wage and separation mailing? As a reminder, two systems will be used between Phase 1 and Phase 2 of the new system. If we as a TPA also need access to benefit charge protest and/or wage and separation mailing information, we must select the Yes button to this question in order to access the other system, UI Online. We will click the Yes button today, and then a new table is displayed where we must enter in the roles that we need access for. Today, as a TPA, we would like access for both benefit charge view and protest and wage and separation mailing, so we will select both checkboxes. To proceed, we'll click the Next button. Our final step is to review all information and verify that everything we entered is correct. Everything is good to go for us, so we'll go ahead and click the Submit button. At this point, the employer will receive a notice that there is a request that requires their review. The employer will review the request from the TPA and either approve or deny the access request. The employer also has the ability to change the roles that the TPA requested. This concludes the video on how a TPA can request access from an employer.